Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome to my channel, or if it's not your first time, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine combined reading for the Twin Flames at this particular moment. I have been experiencing a lot of change in my own Twin Flame experiences as of late. There was a period of withdrawal, a period of extreme separation, feelings of loneliness, feelings of disconnection, a lot of procrastination and lack of motivation for a while. And now all of a sudden there's this jolt in the energy, there's this increase in the energy, there's this connection that's been reestablished, feeling like things are starting to move forward and starting to progress on the path. And that period of contemplation, I want to say, was actually part of the process, and it was like a testing period, or a time of testing our spiritual faith and our connection. So I just didn't feel like doing my makeup today and getting all ready, so I wanted to just jump on here and do this reading because today is, in numerological terms, 7, 8, 9. So anytime that you see any kind of number progression like that, it means that the energies have been successfully integrated and the movement forward is occurring at this time. So I'm going to start with the Divine Masculine using the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. We're just going to ask for a Divine Masculine feeling. How the Divine Masculine is perceiving the Divine Feminine. And how the Divine Masculine is acting. So then we're going to get clarifiers from the Tarot of Love on his emotions, on how he's feeling towards the Divine Feminine, and on what his actions are. Okay, and we're going to get some Romance Angels cards as well for how he's feeling right now. Whoa. Oh, okay. So we got 2 on that. How he's feeling, or what he's thinking about the Divine Feminine. Sorry, what he's thinking about the Divine Feminine. Oh, and 2 want to come for that one as well. And what his actions are at this time. One more as well, okay. All right, so for what the Divine Masculine is feeling right now, we got the 2 of Autumn, and this is bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. So this is the 2 of Pentacles equivalent, and sorry, I'm just going to back it up a little bit. There we go. The 2 of Pentacles is about, like it says, juggling, finding balance. This is finding balance in a physical way. So that's what I feel like has been occurring throughout all of these times of change. It's been this progression towards finding balance. So this was really integral to both the feminine and the masculine. And because we have both sides within ourselves, it's about balancing not only the masculine and the feminine within our own personal being, but in the relationship between ourself and the other, if you know what I mean. So in that respect, we also got the Queen of Blossoms from the Tarot of Love. And the Queen of Blossoms is about love, but the Queen herself is a beautiful card about companionship. So when I see the Queen of Blossoms come out. The blossoms are about, so it's water energy, the sensation of emotional motivation. It's like an erotic feeling of love. So there's a flow towards this psychic energy. The unconscious effect of this can be losing oneself in emotions. So, of course, this is coming up in how the Divine Masculine is feeling right now. So he's feeling quite emotional. I also want to say that the Queen of Blossoms is... when a man draws this card, he either needs or longs for a full-blooded woman. If a woman draws it, she can or should live out her femininity in an erotic, emotional manner. So the man, since this is for the Divine Masculine, he needs or longs for a full-blooded woman. That's interesting to me, because then we got children. Your love life is being affected by children and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's this emphasis on an emotional bond. There's an emphasis on almost like coming back into this childlike state and being trusting and vulnerable with the emotions to create this bond, to find this balance between the two. But I'm also feeling as though this bond and this longing for this strong emotional woman could be towards child rearing as well. You know, they're looking for the mother of their children potentially, and finding and juggling the balance between all of the aspects that they're searching for, and then reconciling that with what they have to offer. That's what just came through. Okay, so moving on to the way that the Divine Masculine is feeling towards the Divine Feminine. We have Princess of Autumn. So another pentacle as well, which doesn't surprise me because the Divine Masculines are usually very oriented towards the physical realm, towards money, towards finances, career, anything of a physical, tangible nature. That's where they tend to excel or feel most comfortable. So this is... him seeing the Divine Feminine this way is, you know, happy news about your career promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So how he's feeling about the Divine Feminine is that he wants to make plans. He wants to get together and do these things, but he's required a little bit of a push to really get this going, because there was this fear or this lack of balance that was causing this mental block or this emotional block or whatever kind of blocks that they held for this period of time. It was preventing them from reaching out. And so then what else we got is the companionship card. And the companionship card is about coming together. So we've got, you know, making plans, wanting to come together, wanting to move forward together. This is the Chariot card. This is fast movement. This is, again, finding balance. So finding that balance between being able to move forward and not letting yourself get stuck, but not losing, you know, not rushing too quickly and then, you know, stumbling and falling. So it's finding the balance of how are we going to get things going at a steady pace that is sustainable. So with that being said, we got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And the codependency card in reverse. So addictions are affecting your romance life, your romantic life. So I'm feeling as though these codependency issues were what were keeping the imbalance alive, or keeping the blockage being fed, was these codependency issues. And I think, and I feel within myself as well, that these codependency issues are being worked on and have been being worked on for the past several months. So this has been a time of profound purging of these codependent relationship tendencies. And so all of that has now, or is now, starting to fall by the wayside as it crumbles away from what is left. And what is left is true self-love, true self-appreciation. And when that occurs, you attract your ideal mate. You attract that true love that you already have within you. Codependency only stems from seeking a love outside of yourself. And that will never, ever be fulfilling enough. It needs to come from within first and then be reflected outwardly in any and all relationships that you have. So seeing the engagement card and the codependency in reverse under how the divine masculine is thinking, or what he thinks of his divine feminine, is very positive to me. That shows that, again, this bond is deepening. There's movement forward. There's balance being found. A lot of the issues and blockages are being resolved. There's, again, this movement forward, 7, 8, 9. There's this definite movement forward as we're going through this trifecta of eclipses right now, leading up to the grand, 8-8 Lion's Gate portal. So we had a lot of stuff to purge over the past year of this transition, and now I feel like this is the time period where the renovations are almost done, and now we're ready to move into our new house, basically. I was watching HGTV all day, and for some reason this analogy or this metaphor kept coming to my mind. It was like the twin flame relationship and the new earth have been under renovation. We've been under construction, and yes, it's been very stressful because we've been having to continue to live our lives through that renovation. But now we're coming to the close where everything is ready and it's looking beautiful and it's shiny and it's new, and we get to move in and live there. And that brings me so much joy and it's really exciting. I'm really, like, I can't even describe how long we've been waiting for this, and it's just, we've put in so much work, and it's finally, we're starting to see the movement forward, we're starting to see the progression, and we're feeling it. Truly. I mean, we've had like these little spikes up and down, but I feel like now we're getting to this point where it's so high up a spike that it's not going to plunge back down. It's just going to level off, and we're going to have this stability finally. So under the divine masculine's action-oriented question, we got justice. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So the Justice card can be about, again, finding balance. In the original depiction in the tarot is of, the figure of justice blindfolded holding the scales of justice. So we have this theme of balance throughout for the divine masculines. This is all about them finding the inner balance and then reflecting that outwardly and through their decisions, because in each moment you have the choice as to whether you will be service to self or service to others. In every moment you have the choice as to whether you will do good or do bad, and everything that you do has an effect. Every cause creates an effect. So this is, like I said, about finding balance, decision-making, and careful planning as well. So there seems to be a theme of planning. We also got the Queen of Lightnings. And the Queen of Lightnings is very strong, passionate energy. And I'm going to look this one up because I'm still not, fully integrated with this deck yet. But I love it so much because it's very much about love and relationships, which is what this whole thing is. So the Queen of Lightnings is an aggressive love which does not avoid a polarization. Men still often flinch around such a woman. Women often are startled when they discover this energy in themselves. So this card represents finding pleasure in open sexuality, encountering a racy, self-confident woman. So his action, I feel, is that he wants, well, let's just say it straight up. He wants a sexual, passionate relationship with the Divine Feminine. So that being said, we got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So for those of you who know who your twin flame is, they may not be who you expected. They may not fill all of the little boxes that you had in your list of ideal mate, but you just have to keep an open mind. And I think that it's the same for them as well. I feel as though twin flames have a tendency to be very opposite. And when you're used to soulmate relationships, which are very complementary, it can be a little bit jarring to go from this relationship with somebody who you have everything in common with to this person who triggers you in ways based off of the fact that they're completely different from you. But that's the whole point. It's to show you that, yes, there are aspects of yourself that can be found in others, but it's about appreciating and loving unconditionally the aspects of yourself that you don't find in yourself in others, if you know what I'm trying to say here. Appreciating the differences that we have and allowing those to be our strengths and not our downfalls. And then we got very soon in reverse. And so this coming up in the action category tells me, again, they're just still not quite ready. They're still a little bit hesitant to really go full bore ahead into like this extremely committed relationship, which is totally fine. You know, we do have this fast moving energy with the Chariot. We do have you know, this wanting to make plans and this need for seeking balance. And we do have this engagement card as well. So, you know, the energies are there for commitment, but there's no need to rush into it. Just because, you know, you've found your twin flame doesn't mean you have to automatically get married and settle down and start a family. Those energies are there for you if you so choose. But I feel like it's necessary to take the time to take each step. You know, don't skip steps, because then you may lose your balance and fall off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, really take it slow, have patience with yourself and with the other person in this relationship, have patience with the process. And I feel like that is what the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine need to hear right now, because it's coming in for both. But specifically, this is what the Divine Masculine wants to address. Okay, you know what? This is already at 17 minutes, so I think I'm going to just leave this video as a Divine Masculine video, and then I'll do the Divine Feminine one separate and post it after, just because it takes a lot longer to upload the video if it's really long, and I just like to get them out faster for you guys. So that's the Divine Masculine reading. It's overall very positive, lots of themes of balance and movement forward, progression, commitment, making plans, still a little bit of hesitancy, but keep an open mind, because obviously that energy is just needing to find balance, and then it's going to start moving forward at its own pace. So respect the process and respect your partner and respect yourself. All right, guys, I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, keep in mind it's just a general reading for the collective. If you would like a personal reading with me, all of the information will be in the description box below. Shoot me an email and we will find the best reading that suits your needs. Okay, guys? I love you so much, and I'm so happy to be connecting with you again. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.